Hey guys, welcome back. John here again with Zayon TV, and today we are back playing some more Anodecraft multiplayer Minecraft, and I just completely screwed up my intro. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so we haven't been here on the server in a little while, on the Anodecraft server. But I wanted to start a new little project, and actually it was an idea that Nate and I had together, Natty Bo, and we kind of had this idea together that we wanted a rail system that connected all like these big cities, and then we could have it expand to other big cities, stuff like that. So what I've been doing here and what Nate's been doing, we've been working on this rail system. Nate's been working on the track and where it goes, and I've kind of been working on these stations. Now, it's taken me a little while to get this station working, and that's mainly because everything acts very different on multiplayer servers than it does in single player. So I had this huge cart extender shooter upper thing that I had all worked out, and all this prettiness and this really cool system worked out. Worked great in single player, and I put it in multiplayer, and it didn't work whatsoever. It was kind of funny. I was quite shocked. It didn't work at all. It was like slime blocks and all these really cool extenders and stuff like that, and none of it works in multiplayer. So I was like, you know what? Well, screw it. So I gave up, and I was like, well, I'll just rebuild it, but it'll have to all be tracks. So I am going to pretty this up a little bit, but let me give you guys a bit of a run through of what we're looking at here. So what we're doing, this is going to be the main hub station, so you can only go one way, which would be that way. Where some of the other stations, it'll be you can either go that way or you can go that way, and you can make your decision when you want to leave. But so that being said, this one was a little bit easier to set up. In the future, they're going to have to be bigger, the ones that can go in both ways, because you have to have a cart sender outer thing that goes based on which way you want to go. And how we're basing that off of is if you're going that way, you're on this side. If you're going that way, you're on this side of the track, which is why these buttons and blocks are where they are. But I'll get to that in a moment. So originally, I think I'm going to put the door right here, these two blocks, and then the road's kind of just going to come up out through here. Eventually in here, what I'm going to do is on this wall right here, and this is going to be the roof. But on this wall right here is going to be a pixel art map that I create somewhere way off, like probably 10,000 or so blocks off in the distance, of a map of where this train system goes. Because we are going to have like the train's going to go up, and then it's going to turn like this, but then maybe over here there's going to be a branch off track. And basically how that's going to work is you're going to have the track going along like this. Then you're going to have like a sequence of buttons that you can push, and if you press the button, it will dump you off on a side track, and you'll have like 5 or 10 buttons that you'll have the option to press, or you'll just keep going straight one way or the other. So that's what we're going to be looking at in the future. Right now, let me go ahead and give you a run through of the way this redstone works. So say you want to take a train. Now there's no signs here yet. There are going to be. But say you want to take a train out that way. So you come out here and you push this button, and I'm gonna be quiet when I push this. You're gonna hear some pistons extending. And then now you hear a cart coming up. It's gonna come up around, and it's gonna shoot off, and then it's gonna stop right there. So now you can walk across these tracks, go right here, and now the reason I put this button here and this button here and where this cart is, because I don't want people to be able to push this button here. I don't want them to have the option to hit that button again to screw up the system. So basically it's lined up just that way. So now when you're ready to go, you hold the up button and you push the button, or you just hold the up button. Right now I just have it, really, you can just hold the up button and you'll go. So that works. And this is going to be really loud. Did that do it? that really didn't do much. I apologize if this is really loud right now. Is there... We'll just do that. So it ends right here now. In the future, it's going to go off farther. I think it's going to turn right here and go back to our skeleton crusher, which I'm not even sure if I've ever even shown you guys that before. But that's sidetrack. Also, as you guys can see right here, you can tell the tracks are made so you can only go one direction. So rather than having it that you would like, there's just a torch here that activates this rail. What we did is this forces you so you can only go one way. So if you were trying to go this way on this track, it would stop you and it would be like, oh, this isn't right. I'm doing something wrong here. So that's why we did it that way. But let's go ahead and go back because I want to show you how this works in the going back, entering a station. And it's a lot quieter this time, hopefully, because I think that first time it might have been a little loud. But yeah, so actually that's Mike's new house right there, MDog 007. But yeah, so this is also a new bridge that Nate built. It's just for trains. And what we're trying to do is make all the bridges look different. The tunnels are going to look like that. But this is how this works. It dumps you off right here. This is an activator rail, so when you power it, it dumps the player off. This is a power track just to give a little bit more power right here. And then right here you have another activator pressure plate rail, which activates a piston here and retracts this block. And then let's walk down here and I'll show you what that does. So the cart drops down this hole and goes falling down and hits here, goes this way, comes right up here, hits this cactus, and then drops in this item hopper, and then goes in the dispenser, and then gives it, so next time if somebody's upstairs and pushes the button, fires the cart, and off it goes. So that's really how that works. Basically, the button is right above this guy here, and there's a slime block above this, right like this. Extends, the piston extends, pushes this down, powers a line of redstone that comes across that then powers this piston, which then pushes this sticky piston down, pushes this redstone block down, powers this, and sends out a minecart, and it then comes down this way, and it goes up this little track here. So that's how my system works here. It is very, very amateur and very crappy, and I realize that it's not the best, but it's what it needs to be for it to work on a server and it be reliable. I had a few other designs going that worked, but none of them were in any way reliable, which is not a good thing, because it needs to be reliable in some way. So yeah, we had to figure out a way to make it reliable. But yeah, so that's really all I wanted to show you guys here. Let's actually go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and ride a cart on over. But I want to show you guys the skeleton farm. I'm not sure if I ever showed you guys that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, ride our little cart over there, and I will be back with you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so I just got off the train here, and it's actually right here. It's not that far. The train is right on the other side of that building there. And it's actually right here. Let me go ahead and kill these creepers. There's a lot of them here. Oh, crap. Nope. Alright, well, I blew up 2 of them. That was by accident. I wanted their gunpowder, but I guess I'm going to have to fix this. Okay, so I'm going to take care of fixing this at a later date. But let me go ahead and collect all this dirt, because I'm going to want this when I go ahead and try to... Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to fix these now, and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. Alrighty, so I've got this thing all patched up, and now I can go ahead and show you the skeleton farm. And that, by the way, is Phil's place. One of my friends from school. Oh, what's his name in game? I don't remember. Sorry, Phil, if you're watching. I apologize. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down these stairs. Oh, I just burped. Excuse me. So, yeah, this is our skeleton farm here. It's not the best, but it's not bad either. It works extremely well. So what you do is come over here, and I made a whole bunch of stone swords, and you just come over here and you grab some stone swords, and you just wait here basically. And how I have it set up, it's actually an XP skeleton bone, arrow, and bow farm. But how I have it set up is basically there is a water trap over there that they spawn in. It brings them into a little chamber. It takes them up, I think, 19 blocks and then drops them here. So for most of them, it takes about 1 or 2 hits based on how they fall. I think with the newest patch, it's going to take closer to 2 hits, which isn't too big of a deal. But it does take an extra hit. But with stone swords, it's very easy to kill them. You just tap them twice and it kills them. And then you can come over here. You can see some of them give you enchanted bows. You get a whole bunch of bones and a whole bunch of arrows. And then we also have storage over here, which it looks like somebody's taken all the arrows. And then also right here, you got some of the armor they drop, some of the bows. You got some pretty nice ones, actually. Powers and unbreaking. And then you got all the bones as well. So that's the skeleton farm. It's nice to have. Screw that sword. It's nice to have. Don't use it too much. I use it every once in a while if I need a whole bunch of levels. But I mean, right now I have 49 levels, and I've had them for a while, and not really using them. So at the moment, I'm not really hurting for levels. Actually, partially because I just kill all these stupid mobs that are everywhere. Get away, get dead. Perfect. So yeah, guys, that's I think gonna be it for this episode. Actually, there is one more thing that I want to go do, and I may just do that off camera and show you guys that in the next episode. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna work on this track a good bit more. Hopefully by the next episode we should have this track getting to the next station, and in the next episode I should have the entire next station built, which will be very cool. Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.